afternoon. My name is Mary Robinson, and I'm going to talk to you today about student-centered learning and how Santa Clara County can be the change to start incorporating student-centered, student-driven learning in the classroom. When I was in high school, I remember learning about Shakespeare, American history, and cell meiosis. For many of us here, that is not unusual. For many in the United States, that is not unusual. If you were to ask someone 250 years ago what they were learning, it would probably be very similar. Not much has changed since the factory model of education was conceived during the Industrial Revolution. Students wake up, go to school, move throughout their day according to well-timed bells, and they learn the same thing in the same place day after day. That seems a little unusual that that's how school is, yet when you have Google down the road who is having people come in at noon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they have dry cleaning on site, and you can wear what you want, and you can eat what you want, you can do what you want. It's very individualized. So how come our schools aren't preparing students for these individualized careers in this individualized market? Something is definitely wrong here. We know that no student is the same. Just in Santa Clara County, we have over 270,000 students who come from over 8 different cultural backgrounds. There are so many diverse students, yet we educate many of them in the same way. Something is definitely wrong. Some of you pragmatists might say, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, the fact is that our education system is not exactly perfect, and it can definitely use some fixing. One place we can start fixing is right here, right now, in Santa Clara County. Santa Clara has such a unique climate that any change executed here can be a spark that ignites national change. Santa Clara has an enormously diverse student population, and we are situated in the heart of the Silicon Valley. Change is happening all around us every day, and it's absolutely the right time for Santa Clara County schools to start some change of our own. So what can we change? I mean, where do we start? Where do we even begin? There's so much that could change and so much that needs fixing. Well, let's go back to how we started. Let's go back to when we were in school and examine what we learned as students and start asking some questions. Like, does everyone need to know cell meiosis, how Shakespeare constructed his sonnets, or whether the Know-Nothing Party had any political foothold? Does every single student need to know this? If they didn't need to know this, what could we teach them instead? Could we teach them something that they wanted to learn, something that was all about them and kind of constructed them as a whole person? As educators, we can ignite a change that allows this sort of self-directed student learning be achieved and encouraged so that students can expand their knowledge beyond school and beyond the classroom. So the change that Santa Clara County can make is to transform its education system to be student-centered and student-driven. We are in the age of social individualism. Look at the iPhone, the iPod, YouTube. All of this is about I, me, you, the individual, yet it's shared socially. How can we make education be about the individual student, yet allow them to be socially engaged? And we can do that by allowing curriculum to be influenced by the student and ensuring that high-quality curriculum is accessible to all students, no matter where they are in the county. And we can work towards educating the entire student, not just their history or language or reading or math or science, but educate them as a whole, as a social, emotional learner, as someone who engages with those around them, but yet wants to learn something different or something that would fuel their own motivation. And while these ideas seem kind of abstract and not exactly as concrete and applicable right now, in Santa Clara County, so many things are possible to achieve that we can definitely start making steps to create and ignite this change right here in the county, which can create a change for student-centered education throughout the nation. Thank you.